This is your Weather Xtreme video for Sunday, January the 4th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters coming to you from Santa Monica, California, where I'll be actually for about another week and a half. Well, let's get right to the weather, and there's a look at the satellite image for this morning, the visible satellite image, and we can see that a few spots are seeing a little bit of sun, but the bottom line is it's going to be rather chilly today as temperatures fall through the 50s. On the surface map, we see that a cold front has traversed the state and is well east of the state of Alabama this morning. That will continue to move away, taking all that rain and storms with us that we saw yesterday. The upper air chart, the trough is hanging back a little bit to the west of the lower Mississippi River Valley, but that will be moving by later today, and that will bring us some colder air for Monday. But the real cold air holds off until later in the week. There's a look at the temperatures across central Alabama, a little warmer in the east where they haven't had the cold air advection there just yet, but they should be cooling down as well. And temperatures, we've had our highs for the days, so the temperatures will be falling through the 50s, perhaps in some locations reaching the 40s before late in the day. The composite radar over the southeastern U.S. shows that much of the rain has exited the southeast section. Still a little bit of rain going on down in the Dothan area. Watch warning map shows a number of winter weather advisories across the northern tier of the United States, from Maine to the northern Great Lakes and back in the northwestern United States. And on our QPF, you can see that for us, for the next 5 days, we're going to stay dry. Storm Prediction Center is outlooking a marginal area for severe storms that extends from the Virginia coast back down to the vicinity of Tallahassee. And on the storm reports from yesterday, you can see that the area outlined for slight risk was the area where much of the severe weather occurred. All right, let's get to the 06Z GFS model run. And there goes our front, and you can see the cold air coming down using the 540 thickness line as a demarcation line. We don't see the 540 line get really deep into the southeast on Monday, but we do cool down, so it's going to be a situation where we get into the 50s, and in the upper atmosphere we can see that we do have a nice long wave trough position over the eastern half of the country with a number of different short waves, all those little yellow areas with the black X's, the vorticity centers coming down through the flow. Tuesday, we see one bottom through the one little impulse move through the bottom of the trough, but another strong impulse is coming into the U.S. out of Canada. That impulse comes through on Wednesday, and so that's going to really bring some colder air down into the southeastern U.S., and we see that moseys on by on Thursday. So I think by Thursday morning, we could be seeing some of the colder spots in central Alabama with some single-digit values as the high pressure settles in over us and we go to still air, calm wind, and we get good radiational cooling to go along with the cold air advection that's going on. By Friday, the long wave trough position is still over the eastern half of the country, and again, we can still see a number of different disturbances moving through that flow. By Saturday, another one is taking shape out in the Rockies, and that one on Sunday begins to move our way. So what's going to be happening is that moisture is going to be increasing ahead of that system across the lower Mississippi River Valley, back across Texas and eastern Oklahoma. And so that should bring us the next rainy weather, which will be either late Sunday or early Monday. And, of course, with timing this far out, we may have to adjust it just a little bit. Getting out into voodoo country, the cold look stays with us. This is Wednesday the 14th, and we can see the long wave trough position still generally along the Mississippi River Valley. And then we get out to the end of the period, the 19th, and we see another strong trough with a good amplitude to it coming across Texas, and that looks like that could produce another round of severe weather and some cold snow situations for the northern tier of the United States. Well, that'll do it for the Weather Xtreme video for this morning. James Spann should be back with the next edition first thing on Monday morning. In the meantime, enjoy your rather chilly Sunday, and Godspeed.